Good morning, everybody. Hey, happy Friday, Stampin' Friends. If you're on with me, come on in and say hello. I'm not normally here on Fridays, but after my fiasco with my internet on Wednesday, I thought maybe we needed a redemption video, right? We needed to show that batwing card again so that you guys were able to fully see everything. So, good morning, everyone. I'm so glad to have you on. If you are catching the replay, stop back and say hello so I can swing by and thank you for watching my video. And hopefully everyone had a great week. You're all set up and ready for an amazing weekend. The sun is shining here in Pennsylvania. It is probably going to be 50 some degrees today. So, yes, thankfully, I'm going to do my live. I'm going to go to the post office and drop off my bingo class in the mail, and then I am going to take a walk. So, let me know what you guys have going on for today and this weekend, if anything exciting is happening for you guys. So, hello from the UK, Wendy. So happy to have you on. We are, if you guys did not watch my video on Wednesday, my internet kept cutting in and out. And of course, I had promised to show you guys the super cool, I was calling it the Batwing card, but it was this card right here. So I promised you guys, and of course, my internet was going in and out. See how I think it looks like bat wings or like a seagull? And so I know it was just such a pain. So hopefully, my internet is good today. I've not had any problems since Wednesday. So we're going to cross our fingers and we're going to just change the layout. We're going to do the same layout and just change what we're going to play with because, I am just infatuated with these guys, these little cutest cows. I love them. So we do live on a dairy farm in Pennsylvania. And of course, my team is called the Moveless Stampers. So of course, that was the first thing that I bought. So I do want to do a really quick reminder while some of you guys are coming on, is the 12 weeks of spring started today. So if you did not get a 12 weeks of spring tutorial in your inbox, you are not signed up for the 12 weeks of spring. So check your inbox. They go out every single Friday. It is a totally free tutorial. These girls and I team up and we create with items from this new mini catalog. And every Friday we send you an amazing tutorial with a photo, with dimensions, with the instructions, so that it will just kind of maybe spark some inspiration for you guys. And it's free, absolutely. So every Friday, 7 a.m. Eastern time, you're going to get that delivered to your inbox. So if you did not sign up, the link is in the description of this video, so it's not too late, but just hit me up if you signed up and then you missed one. Okay, so if you're missing one, let me know. I can resend it to you. Not a problem. But I wanted to make sure you guys are all signed up for that. All right, so here's what we're going to be doing. Same layout, same card, but we're just changing it up just a little bit to have this fun little cute cow. So we're going to start off with some basic black, and the dimensions are in the description as well. So if you don't want to have to hurry and write everything down or try to take notes, no worries. Just look in the description and I have them all written down for you. All right, so we do need to do a little bit of scoring, and I think this is where my video ended last time, and then it kind of picked back up, and then it ended again. So we've got a 4 1/4 by 10.5 inch piece of basic black. And come on, woman, you did not misplace your dimensions or your score lines. You just had them. Oh, here we are. Oh my gosh, you guys, it's Friday. My brain went on vacation. All right, so we're going to put that long side in the top, and we are going to score at 2 1/4, 2 1/2, 5, 5 1/4, no, 5 1/2, 8, and 8 1/4. Okay, so you have 1/4 inches between here and 1/2 inch between here. That middle one is what ends up becoming like the seam. Maybe, do I need a little bit of light in here? I don't know if this will help or not. Ooh, nah, not really. Does that really help any at all? I don't think it's too dark in here, but if I open my blinds, I'll get too much sun. Can never have too much sun though, right? All righty. Oh, some of you guys got your tutorials. Yay. So my friend Betsy was the first one, and she is focusing her 3 weeks on the busy bees, the Bee Mind Suite. All right. What we're doing now is we're just running our bone folder over these score lines just to make them nice and crisp, because it allows the card to bend a little bit easier and go into that fold. So this bone folder just kind of breaks those fibers down a little bit. Just be careful. I'm kind of not rushing because those 1/4 inch score lines are so close together. All right, so we have these two panels come in, and then we have, I don't know if you can see them, but there are the score lines in the center, which becomes, like, I would say, the spine. And so those are going to actually fold backwards. You can see, especially when I'm doing it on basic black, how I would call it a batwing card. So it'll look like this. Now, I think we decided that Susan Campfield was the one that did this card, and she called it an M fold, so we could do that. But I kind of was like, oh, it looks like a little bat. Why I would think that, I don't know, because that is probably my ultimate fear is bats. I cannot. I will do anything else. Snakes, reptiles, spiders. That does not bother me, but oh my Lord, a bat. I am paralyzed with fear. So why I thought to call that a bat wing, I do not know. All right, so we have got some pieces of paper here. I went ahead and pre-stamped my little cow. We're going to color him in a minute. I have a piece of designer series paper from the, I feel like it's adorable, adoring something. We can look that up, or maybe one of you guys is ready to scavenger hunt. This is from the Celebration paper that is red, pink, and gold. It's a 12 by 12. I want to say Adoring Hearts, but I'm not sure that's right. So if anyone has their Celebration, yes, Lori, we do have a lot of bats around the farm, and we had a lot of bats in my home one time. We had an infestation. I have been afraid of bats from the get-go. I just don't like them. But there was a point in time where we had bats coming in my fireplace, so in through the chimney and hanging on the glass in the glass fireplace. And yeah, it was when my kids were little. It was, I did not mean to go off on a bat tangent, but I cannot with these bats. And there was one that had gotten into the house, and we were watching TV, and you just feel this like right past your ear, and like my hair moved a little bit, and I knew exactly what it was. They're like sky ninjas. Like you don't hear them, but it flew right between the farmer and I. And the next thing I remember is sitting up off the ground and saying, "Who is screaming?" And my husband was like, "It's you." And it was like complete out of body. Like I jumped off the couch like a grenade was coming, and like must have been like screaming. And then kind of out of body, I heard the screaming and was like, "Who is that?" And he's like, it's you." So anyway, bats outside are a-okay. So I want them to eat the bugs and do all those good things. But inside, no bueno. I always say that I feel like maybe at the end of creation, God was like, wow, I have these spare parts. So like, let me just throw something together, because it's got wings, but it's got fur, but it's got feet, but it's got teeth. Yeah. No. Anyway, let's talk about cows, because I'm starting to sweat a little bit. All right, so here we are with some designer series paper, 2x4. This is the zoo paper. So the zoo paper in the annual catalog. Oh my gosh, I'm not kidding. Like, I'm sweating talking about these bats. Oh, okay, calm down. All right, let's go back to stamping. Woo! It's very weird. So when my daughter is petrified of spiders, and I'm just like, you big baby, like, get over yourself. Because, we do have spiders. It's just, old farmhouse. And, but yeah, me and bats, not so good. All right, so that's going to be on our front. So we'll glue those on there. Now on the other card, I embossed. And so you could absolutely do that. Look at my hand shaking. Oh, Lord. I apparently was not meant to do live videos this week, but the bats are my own fault. I got myself all worked up over that. All right, so now we got, this is our inside, right? So there's our front. See how we're starting to come together? Oh, yes, we'll do that. Levon says, maybe just call it something else. How about an accordion fold? I actually, though, an accordion fold can look a little bit different. So how about we'll call it the seagull, right? Let's do that. We'll call it the seagull. I don't have fear of seagulls. Okay, so same paper. Again, that's that cute little zoo paper, but on the whole other side of it's black and white. So that works perfect for this card. And there we are. Okay. Now I did take a piece here for the spine. Okay. So because you see that in the card, right? You're going to see that right here. So we're going to cover that up. We're just going to put a little strip, and I think my strip is a little bit too wide. Is it going to cause a problem? Yeah, we're going to trim that down just a smidge. See if we can. Oh, I don't know if I can with this one because it's, oh, just need a little tiny bit. I might have to say forget it because it's so tiny, because it is less than a ½ inch. So what's less than a ½ inch? 3/8? Does that sound right? Math is hard. Oh, no, you're crooked. All right. You're wasting so much time on this. You can tell that's when I have like those anal tendencies, right? Perfectionism. Oh, I'm making it worse because it moved. I might be bailing on this. You poor people are going to sit there and watch me totally screw up this project, huh? Thankfully, it's black. All right, so you're going to cut that a little better than I did. I just had a measurement just a little bit too long, but that's all right. Add a little, I like the green glue for this because then I can kind of scooch it around a little bit. And then we will put that right in the middle. There we go. Nobody will know I cut it a little bit crooked unless you guys tell them, and I don't think you're gonna. So we've got a piece of designer series paper here. Oh, and thank goodness Anne's watching in the mammogram room, but luckily she has her sound off. Thank you. All righty, so we're going to add those two together. There's one layer with that paper. I love that little pop of red. And then this one is going to be on the inside because I just wanted a little bit of color here on that side. Okay, so there we are. Now this side, I'm going to do some stamping on. So good morning, Glory. Thanks for joining me. Wonder what this is for. No, you didn't. That's what this was for. That's what this is for. It's all good. It's all good. No one's going to know. Don't tell. Yeah, I wasn't made to do this card, was I, you guys? Not made. This one is not my friend today. All right. That's all right. We're going to keep rolling because you guys can make a bunch at home and yours will turn out so much better because I'm doing the screw up for you. All right. We're going to stamp It's Your Special Day on here. And that is cut out with the Nested Essentials. Oh, Betsy, y'all, thank goodness. I'm so glad that not everybody in the waiting room is listening to me. I've heard a story about this, about me and my videos. Is Kendra on? I don't know if I saw Kendra. I think it's Kendra that told me that somebody was watching a video of mine at a retreat and kept like rewinding and rewinding and rewinding and rewinding. And like all they kept hearing was me saying the same thing over and over again. And I was like, oh, you poor people. Listening to me on repeat. What a nightmare. Okay, here's our sentiment. And then we're going to add our little milk jug here at the bottom. Okay, so it's your special day. Milk it for all it's worth. I love punny cow related humor. All right, that's going to go on the inside here. Okay, so there we go. Making sense? Yeah? All righty. So when we put this on, we do have to be careful that the only place we attach it is right here in that middle. Now I do need to do a cow because I was so proactive and pre-stamped her on the wrong paper. So let me find my cow stamps. Hold please. At least I had them pretty close. All right, there's her body and her head. I say her, but it could be a boy. I don't see any udders. All right, let's do a quick color. So I've got my basic black. All right, we're going to do a quick color here. So I'm using Stampin' Blends, but you guys could use whatever you choose. So you might like watercolor pencils, you might like the water pens and ink pads. You could totally do that. Whatever works. But I will be honest and tell you, when the blends came out, I think any of my other coloring tools like got put in a drawer because I just love the blends. So easy to use. I never was a real good watercolorer. I'm just not good. I'm just not so good. All right, I need to grab a gray. Which is where? I would say I'm going to do her little blaze here down the front in dark smoky slate. Just so that her little, I called that the forelock the other day, so that kind of shows a little bit more. You guys too? Yeah, I love the blends too. It's just my go-to, and they sit right on my desk and are easy to get to. So I'm going to color the nosy and the ears with Petal Pink. And actually, if you do look at some of our cows, when they have more white faces, they really do have petal pink noses. Then I've showed this before, but it's one of my favorite things to do. So we can look at our cow. Okay, just take a look at her. She's just white on white, right? Not really a big deal. You could totally punch it out and move on and not think anything of it. It would work fine. But if you want to have like a little bit of depth and a little bit of shading, I love to do that outlining with, let's come down. Get this a little closer for you guys to see. So all I do is, and then bump it with my head. Take your smoky slate. This is light smoky slate. I sometimes will use Pool Party too, and just do a little light outline around the body. So kind of adding a little bit of shading there. Like I want to really shade those cheeks, little ear tip on the ears. Okay, now if you want to leave it like that, absolutely, you totally could, but I love to come in with the color lifter and just bleed that line. So it is not so stark, maybe is what I'm going to say. So it doesn't really look like a specific line, but it just kind of really gives a little bit of depth. And I did this a lot with the polar bear. So when I would punch him or stamp him on white, I would color with the Pool Party, light Pool Party. You can also sometimes go around the outer edge for a little bit of dimension too, but since we're punching her out, we're not going to do that. But one of my favorite things to do, just so it doesn't just look so white. Okay, so can you see the difference there with just that little bit of shading? She kind of pops a little bit more. So let's go ahead and do a punch. So with this cow, it does come with it's a bundle. It's a punch bundle, but the only one it punches out are 2 heads and 1 body. So you do have other cows in there, but you're only going to get the one who has her 4 feet on the ground. If she's laying down or lifting her foot, these you'll have to fussy cut. This one you'll have to fussy cut. So those 3 right there. But 2 heads, 1 body, work with that punch. Oh, some of you can't wait to play with your cows. Yay! They're so fun. All right, so what we're going to do next, I got to give myself a little bit more room here, is lay down this tag. So we're going to put that up here in the corner. Get our cow on here, and I'm going to do her body is going to be tacked down. And then I'm going to dimensional put a pop dot on her head. And yeah, they're going to all be girls. So maybe that's because that's what I'm used to. Always girls on our farm. Oh, you sweet little thing. I feel like you should have like little pink cheekies. Okay, so next thing we need to do is put some dimensionals on here. I found the easiest thing is to do your dimensionals right here and lay this over the top, because then I know for sure where they're going. Just be careful that you don't go too far and have dimensionals sticking out, you know, too far to the top and the bottom. And I'm using these little nubbins. They just work perfect. Perfect. Okay. We're almost there, guys. We're making it through. This video has continued the whole time, so yay for that. Okay, so we're just going to eyeball this in the middle, and then it's going to fold this way and close. So there's your card, and then it'll open this way, and then you could set that on your desk. Your friend would be able to sit it up there. Super sweet. So let's go ahead and add a little bit of extra. So we want some bling. The only thing I have left are these classic matte dots. So we're going to use those. And I'm out of putty. Oh, nuts. I don't even have a refill anymore. Ruh-roh. I'm going to have to go shopping. Okay, so there is some little bling on there. And then we're going to take, I had just a little smidge here of that black and white ribbon. And this was just left over. So we're going to tie that in a little knot. And add it with a snot dot, which seemed to be missing. Haha. The gnomes were here. Oh no, they're right in front of me. Oh, it is definitely a Friday. My brain is done. It needs a walk, I'm pretty sure. I need to get out of this studio. I've spent all day yesterday prepping my bingo class, and I'm going to spend the afternoon today prepping my creative escape class. But I am going to take time for a nice walk. My office assistant has been telling me he's bored and ready to go on a walk. So dimensions, actually, Marcia, they are in the description of this video. So when it's done, you can scroll right down and they will be there for you. So you don't have to keep rewatching the video. Okay. So there we are there. And there's the sentiment where you can sign it. Okay. So we close it and then we open it and then we close it. So fun. So yay. We made it through this full video. My internet was not a butt today. Here was the one that I tried to make on Wednesday. Okay. So just changing out those colors, same thing. You can do this. World is your oyster, guys. You can do a ton of different folds or different sets and bundles and stuff. All right. So one thing I'm going to tell you real quick, I was talking about my bingo class, or I like to call it Zingo because it is Zoom bingo. I have 2 extra kits. So if anyone is interested in joining us for Zingo, it is February 3rd. That is a Saturday. It is 11 a.m. Eastern time on Zoom. Now, if you're local to me, you're welcome to come. There's a couple girls that come and play bingo in the studio, but we do get on Zoom. So here's the kit that you're going to get. Just let me know if you're interested. Just comment Zingo and I will send you some information. But this time we use the Painted Wishes kit. And I know some of you guys are demonstrators and some of you have been stampers for a long, long time. And you're like, I don't know, I'm not sure about the kits. This kit is gorgeous, gorgeous. And you don't have to do much. Okay. So one thing that I was talking about, I'm going to share on when we're together is these are great for stamping with others. So if it's not necessarily something that is up your alley because you have a stamp craft room full of stuff and you've been stamping for years, and you're like, they're a little simple, think about sharing this with somebody who might not know how to stamp or somebody who doesn't want to invest in all the things. So I use these with my senior center. I use these with my independent living center. I use these when I go stamp with friends at the library. So here we are. This is what you'll get in the kit. I included a pack of mini glue dots, a little treat. If you're a Zingo player, don't look. That's a secret. I always have a little snacky for them. You will have 6 games of bingo. Okay, so there's 6 games here. The games are played first, then the winners will get gift certificates to shop for whatever they would like, and everyone is going to earn a celebration item. So yay for that. You have a jackpot bingo card that's always orange, and the winner of the jackpot bingo gets all the host benefits. So they get everything that we, all my sales and the orders and all that good stuff. I give away all the post products. So everybody who wins gets to choose whatever they want. And then you have the Painted Wishes kit. This makes, I think, 8 cards. Oh, 9. 3 of this one, 3 of this one, and 3 of this one. Okay. Now this is pre-printed. I am going to also include a tutorial with some extras. So you can either make it as is, or if you want to kind of get more bang for your buck, follow my tutorial with a couple different ways that you can take the kits apart and use that. So we do our bingo first, then we have a little bit of a break, and then we'll stay online and we put our kits together. But that's totally optional. If you have to head out, that's cool. We totally get it. But anyway, just wanted to let you guys know I have 2 of those available. So if you're interested, just hit me up and let me know. Just comment Zingo or send me a message. February 3rd, Saturday, 11 a.m. Eastern time. We're always done by 1 if you actually stay on for the card class. Okay, so that's what I have for you guys today. Thank you guys so much for joining me. If you make these, let me see them. I want to see what you make with these Batwing Fun Fold Seagull M accordion cards. All right. And have a wonderful weekend, you guys. Don't forget, if you're on YouTube, go ahead and subscribe to my channel. If you're on Facebook, go ahead and click follow. When you see the little bell, you can change your notifications so that you'll get alerted when I am on live, which is every Wednesday at 10 a.m. Eastern time. All right, my loves. Thank you so much. Have a great weekend, and I'll see you next week. Bye, guys.